Oh, Breaker's loose again! Breaker! Spear! Breaker loose again! About cut Reigns in half!
The bloodline has been tested like never before. Roman Reigns, the unstoppable tribal chief, recently faced a shocking attack from rising stars Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed, an assault that challenged his authority and humiliated him publicly. But the true reckoning came when Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf, stepped in to defend his family. What followed was a calculated, relentless response that sent a clear message: disrespect the bloodline, and there will be consequences. This isn't just a wrestling feud. It's a story of loyalty, legacy, and power, shaking WWE to its core and redefining what it means to defend family honor. The bloodline is tested. The bloodline is in crisis. Roman Reigns, long seen as the unshakable tribal chief, recently faced a brutal attack that left the WWE Universe in shock. But if you thought that moment was intense, wait until you hear what Jacob Fatu did in response to those who dared challenge the family's legacy. Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed, two of WWE's rising stars, learned the hard way why crossing the bloodline comes with consequences beyond the ring. A calculated attack, weeks of tension had been building. Roman Reigns' authority was questioned from within and outside the family. Solo Sikoa's subtle betrayals and the emergence of new threats created cracks in the bloodline. Breakker and Reed weren't acting impulsively. They saw an opportunity to challenge what they believed was an overhyped faction. Breakker, with his wrestling expertise, and Reed, a powerhouse with size and strength, planned to expose Roman as vulnerable. They underestimated one critical element: family loyalty. The significance of family. In Samoan culture, attacking one member of the family is more than a personal affront. It's a challenge to an entire legacy. Roman's humiliation didn't just anger Fatu, it ignited something primal. He wasn't reacting out of impulse alone. Sources reveal Fatu meticulously prepared, studying both opponents, training physically, and even connecting spiritually through traditional Samoan rituals. His mindset was clear: respect, loyalty, and justice would guide every move. The hunt begins. Jacob Fatu's approach was methodical. First, he targeted Bron Breakker. Isolated in a parking garage after believing his attack on Roman was successful, Breakker was caught off guard. Fatu's assault combined precision striking with calculated force, exploiting Breakker's vulnerabilities while neutralizing his wrestling skills. Every move was deliberate, demonstrating not just physical dominance, but psychological mastery. This wasn't chaos, it was strategy. The reckoning continues. With Breakker neutralized, Fatu turned his attention to Bronson Reed. The Australian powerhouse, overconfident after the attack on Roman, found himself in a hotel bar facing the Samoan werewolf. Unlike Breakker, Reed attempted to fight back using his size advantage, but Fatu's timing, skill, and understanding of combat left Reed outmatched. The fight was intense, but calculated, resulting in Reed being incapacitated while Fatu stood as the embodiment of both vengeance and family loyalty. Consequences beyond the ring. The aftermath was as profound as the physical confrontation. Medical reports indicate both Breakker and Reed sustained significant injuries, but the psychological impact was even greater. WWE's roster and the industry at large now recognize that crossing the bloodline carries real consequences. Wrestlers, factions, and creative teams began reassessing strategies, knowing that family loyalty isn't just a storyline, it is enforced with purpose. WWE's management dilemma. Behind the scenes, WWE management, including Triple H, faced unprecedented challenges. How do you address an act of extreme loyalty that breaks conventional rules? Fatu's retaliation generated both concern and admiration. From a narrative standpoint, it reinvigorated fan engagement and sparked discussions about authenticity in storytelling. Merchandise, ticket sales, and viewership have all surged as a result, proving that actions driven by genuine motivation resonate deeply with fans. Redefining the bloodline. This incident reshaped the bloodline hierarchy. Roman Reigns remains the head of the table, but Jacob Fatu has proven he can act independently when family honor is at stake. This newfound dynamic introduces unpredictability, forcing both the roster and fans to reconsider their understanding of power within WWE. Loyalty, respect, and consequences are no longer abstract. They are demonstrated in real, tangible ways that affect careers and storylines alike. The cultural impact Fatu's actions aren't just about WWE. They reflect the strength of cultural values. By drawing on Samoan warrior traditions and family principles, Fatu created a narrative that transcends typical wrestling storylines. Fans connect to the authenticity of defending one's family, and it's a reminder that real emotions can drive entertainment in ways that staged conflicts cannot. This fusion of culture and performance elevates the stakes of every match and interaction involving the bloodline. Psychological reverberations. Wrestlers across WWE have expressed a mix of awe, respect, and concern. Veteran performers recognize the significance of what occurred, recalling eras where personal grudges carried real-world consequences. Younger stars now reconsider their actions and alliances. Factions and solo performers alike understand that the bloodline is no longer just a faction. It's a family willing to enforce its rules decisively. The psychological ripple effects extend beyond individual matchups to entire storylines. The business impact. From a business perspective, Fatu's actions have revitalized fan interest. Social media buzz, merchandise sales, and ticket demand have spiked dramatically. Fans are engaged like never before, eager to see how the bloodline's story will evolve. Television ratings have responded positively, particularly among key demographics, suggesting that authentic, high-stakes storytelling remains a powerful driver in professional wrestling. Setting a new standard. Jacob Fatu's response establishes a new benchmark for family loyalty and consequences in WWE. Storylines can now explore deeper motivations, emotional resonance, and real-world stakes. Other wrestlers, factions, and promotions are taking note, recognizing the appeal of authenticity and consequence-driven narratives. For the bloodline, this isn't just a moment. It's a new era where loyalty is tested, respect is demanded, and actions truly have weight. Conclusion. A new era in WWE. What we witnessed wasn't merely a beating, it was a declaration. Jacob Fatu redefined what it means to defend family and honor in WWE. The bloodline is stronger, more complex, and more fearsome than ever. Roman Reigns may remain the head of the table, but Fatu's actions have introduced a level of unpredictability and intensity that elevates the faction and reshapes the future of WWE storytelling. Fans, wrestlers, and the industry itself are left asking, what's next? And one thing is certain, the rules have changed.